hello. All right, I think we're good. I think I'm back. Hi, friends. How are you? Hello, friends. Hello. You're excited to see it all together? Me too. Me too. Sadly, this week's video is not an update on the craft room, which is where I currently am. But I only had 2 days to work on the craft room with my dad this week. And so it wasn't like enough of like an update. Like what we basically did this week, which this will all be in next week's video. We basically just like rounded out all the edges and sanded all of the drawers and cut all of the drawer fronts and the door fronts. So I'm really excited. Gotta go in 30 minutes. That's okay. Have fun at volleyball. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Kenzian. How are you? Hi, Chaos Crafter. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Anna. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Beth. You just finished the sleeve for your XC cardi. That's awesome. So we are probably going to crochet today, but I got my chairs in the mail for the craft room. And tomorrow I'm going again to my parents' house to start working again on the craft room. And I'm so excited. And I started thinking, well, there's just these like boxes in here. Maybe I should have like the chairs set up so I can like just set them over to the side and have them set up. That way I can just immediately pull them over to the table when we get the table set up next week. So this week's video is actually our second annual sunflower room. I'm so excited. So we did end up making a sunflower room again this year, and it did so much better than last year. And so this week I was like kind of starting to get stressed. I was like, oh no, like we didn't get enough done in the craft room to give you guys like a full update. And then I was like, wait, the sunflowers are ready to bloom. So this week's video is of the sunflowers. All right, you guys ready to see this chair? I'm so excited. So I got a crisscross, I love sitting crisscross applesauce. I got a crisscross chair, and then I also got a rocking chair for my craft room. Oh my goodness. Look how beautiful this is. I'm so excited. I don't know why gold just hit me. Or like it's technically like called turmeric, I think, the yellowish color. But the other chair is like a velvet green, and then this one is like a golden yellow. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I'm not actually a big butter yellow person, but I really, really love this. Ooh, I got shocked. I love this color of yellow, like a golden yellow, so much. You made an edit of me and my mom. Oh, that's so cute. You love my top? Thank you. My Aunt Tracy got me this. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is so cool. I've always wanted to have like a rocking chair. This is awesome. So this is gonna go on this side of the craft room and like be at the table, but it'll be closest to the books. Your cat, wait, is your cat named Cheese? Your cat's name is Cheese. Amazing. I know Tilly's absolutely gonna claim these chairs. My only worry once I got the rocking chair, I started thinking about cats and rocking chairs with like getting like their tails caught under the end of it, you know, but this one doesn't seem to really go that far up. So she's pretty good at like not being underneath of dangerous stuff. So you'll have to teach her to stay away from this. We're not doing membership giveaways today. That was that last week or 2 weeks ago? We do membership giveaways the first Monday of every month. So the first Monday of September will be the next membership giveaway. You loved watching the cabinets email, yay! So this week's video is the sunflower room update, since I didn't have enough time to do enough on the craft room to get you guys a big update. But next week's video should be finishing building the cabinets and then building the center island table. And then, because I think we're gonna do the whole build first. And then the next week's video will be painting everything and like putting like the hardware on it and everything and making the tabletop. And then the week after that's video, we'll be actually installing everything. So I'm really excited. When's the woobles? After we get the craft room completely set up, it's gonna be so much easier for me to film crochet videos. This is something we talked about a little bit. So the way like I've been filming in my house for the last 4 or 5 years of being a content creator is just like on little tripods, kind of chaotically. Like I have this little like fold out table that I can put in front of my couch, and that's kind of my whole setup. And so the idea of doing this craft room is I'm gonna have like a ceiling mount, the same way that Dad made for his workshop. I'll have a ceiling mount that'll have like a camera arm on it, and I'll actually have like a table I can film on. So right now when I'm trying to do like a crochet tutorial or like review of like a kit or something, I just don't really have a good way to film it. I can't quite figure out how to film my hands, but now I'm actually gonna have a way to film from above, if that makes any sense. So like the couple times I've done tutorials in the past, y'all should have seen the way I had everything rigged up. It was so chaotic. I had like my camera on this like arm over the table, and I had to have weights on both sides of it to make sure it didn't fall, and it was like really stressful and like crazy. And I was like, I know that I have to have a better solution for this going forward. So I'm really, really, really excited that we're finally gonna have a good solution for filming crochet videos. When you started crochet, did you know any other crocheters? My grandma who taught me, but that's it. What about you guys? Did you guys find crocheters through like online communities, or did you guys know crocheters in real life? You want to be like me when you're older? That makes my heart very happy. I think my younger self would be very, very happy with the 32-year-old that I am. How's the Dream Library going? It's going so good. It's going so well. We didn't get as much work done as I wanted to last week because I only had 2 days to work on it. But last week we got all the edges rounded. I asked you guys if we should have like curved edges on the counters or really sharp edges, and literally 99.9% of y'all said curved edges, and I genuinely had no idea how long it was gonna take to curve all the edges. Okay, so for reference, I had to do, so okay, this wall behind me is like 8 feet 11 inches, so basically 9 feet of wall, and the cabinet's gonna be a built-in cabinet for the whole back of it, right? So I had to round out all the edges on those cabinets, and then I had to do every single door front and drawer, front and back. So I had, help me do some math here, we made, there's five drawers, 3 cabinet doors, so 8. 4 sides times 2. 8 times 8 is what, 64? So I had to round out the edges of 64 different sides. It took me hours, y'all. It was crazy. It was crazy. So anyways, so last week working on the craft room, it was more just like smaller things that maybe don't seem like they make that much of a difference, but for the ending project, it'll have made a lot of difference. We don't have a craft room name yet. A lot of people are saying they want to wait and like see it finished, but I think the thing that I'm leaning towards right now is I'm really leaning towards having like different names for different parts of the room. Hi, Holly. So like I'm thinking about calling like the book wall, the little loft library, maybe Tilly's area of the Shire, because she's gonna have like a little hobbit hole, the whimsical workshop, like being like the work table, workbench area, my knickknack shelf, call it the knickknack nook, the yarn wall, Yarnia. Like I really like that idea of doing it all like that. I think my favorite one for the entire room combined, if I were just doing one name, is like Hooks and Books, or the Hook and Book Nook, something like that. Something with hooks and books I really like. Hi, Crochet Queen, how are you? You should make crochet hooks and tools. I would love to. That's a goal of mine for the probably far future, is doing like product development and product design for like crochet hooks and stuff. I am really excited by the idea of like product development, but it's really hard, you know? Another thing I really want to design, I have ideas for hair clips, like what I'm wearing right now, which I did yard work for like hours today and I overheated. So I came in and took a shower because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm overheating, and took like a freezing cold shower. So my hair is just wet up in a mess right now. But yeah, hair clips is another thing I'd love to eventually be able to develop and release. It just takes a ton of money up front. You haven't been on a live in forever. Well, we're glad to see you. We're glad to see you. You're crocheting a daisy granny square. That's awesome. How many do you have to make for the project that you're making? Uh-oh, I've been taking off this stuff without realizing that there's letters on it. Oops. Wait, I don't, here it is, F. Okay, so this one's F. Here, I can probably take off the sticker and put it on the metal. Let's see, maybe? Nope, it's not very sticky. It's not very sticky. You were bathing the tortoises. You have tortoises? What are your tortoises' names? Okay, that sticks on there enough. Okay, So that one's F. This one is E. You're crocheting a skirt. Cool. Okay, 12 squares isn't bad. 12 squares is really not bad. Okay. I wish they would have put it on like the metal to start, because as I'm like undoing all this, I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, how am I supposed to know what's what? And if you guys are just now getting here, my chairs came in for my dream library craft room, so I was gonna put together the rocking chair while we were on live, because I'm really excited. I want to see it put together. And I'm leaving tomorrow to go work with my dad in his workshop again for the next week and a half. And I'm so excited. And whenever I come back to my house, I'll be coming back with my dad, and we'll be coming back to actually install everything. So have to get everything ready for everything to be installed. I've like cleaned the carpet, I've vacuumed everything, I've like wiped out the window, just done the little things that I can do to, you know, try to make it all ready. Ooh, here's the base of the chair. Oh, this looks so cozy. I'm so excited. You're making stuff for a market? That's awesome. Minnie and George, they're rescued. We love them. I love that. Eleanor, what should you crochet next? Everyone in the comments put emojis that describe what you think Eleanor should crochet next. So give us only emojis of what you think Eleanor's next crochet project should be. Very intrigued to see what you guys will put. Shout out to Planet Earth. Okay, is that that's it? There's not very many pieces for this chair. Okay, so there's literally the base and the back. There's the two, what are the rocker parts of a rocking chair called? The rocking rails? It feels like they should be called rails. And then there's two metal things. This one is E and this one is F. Oops, except for the F just fell off that one. Okay, somebody remind me, E is behind me and F is in front of me in case the stickers keep falling off. Okay. You haven't crocheted in a while, so you don't know why. Any tips to get out of a slump? Oh, I totally understand that. My biggest tip for getting out of a slump is actually having to crochet something for a gift. So like if I'm in a slump and if I have somebody's like birthday coming up or baby shower or like something, crocheting something that has a deadline always helps me, because for one, I'm excited to give it to them, but then two, like there's a deadline, so I have to get it done. You know what I mean? Okay, so, oh, a pumpkin. I love that idea, Holly. Was it Eleanor, right, who was wanting to crochet something? Have you ever made pumpkins? Because fall is coming up. What am I reading? I just started Crescent City. I don't love it. I don't love Crescent City. I have heard from everyone that like if you love ACOTAR, a lot of times you don't love Crescent City, which they're all from the same like universe. It's all like the Sarah J. Maas's like universe. I didn't love ACOTAR. Don't get me wrong, I liked ACOTAR. I didn't love ACOTAR. I loved Throne of Glass. So I was really, really hoping I would love Crescent City, because usually people who love Throne of Glass love Crescent City. All that being said, I am only 10 chapters in. So, you know, making a waffle stitch blanket. That's awesome. Wait, for me, I don't have a P.O. box or anything. I'm sorry. That's very sweet, but green and purple are my favorite colors, which is why our craft room is going to be green and purple. All right, let's look at the instructions. Yeah, Throne of Glass is just unparalleled. Like, I don't know, it's so good. But I know it's a big book commitment. Okay, it looks like the first thing I do is literally just sit the top and the bottom together. I literally just like set this. And then you just, oh my gosh, there's pockets. It has pockets. Are there two? No, just one, but I'll take it. I'll take a pocket any day. Okay. So it literally just has me put the back straight on here. That's kind of weird. Weird. It's not really lining up. I'm sure this is a user error. Okay, there we go. Yay! Look at that. That's a chair. I mean, I've got to put the rest of it together, but that's really exciting. I feel like there should be a way these screw together. I feel like they're definitely going to. Let's consult the directions. Do you guys call these directions or instructions? I know, it looks so cozy, right? Look at it with the window. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this room was just storage for a decade. I've missed out on this room being my craft room for a long, long, long time. But if I had done this craft room build any sooner, I probably would not have done it on YouTube. So it's exciting that we get to do it together. Okay, it says hold back, rest, and press down. Okay, hold on. Gotta like really make sure that all of this is like pushed together. Hold on. You say instructions? Okay. Okay, that's definitely better, I think, pushing them down further. Okay. Now, we put, okay, that's where these screws come in. Oh, I got all the screws out of the bags too, and I didn't keep the labels on them. That's okay. There's only 2 that are longer. I think those go in first. Where did I get it? Yeah, I'll link it in the video where we actually set up the craft room. That won't be for a couple weeks though. I'm trying to think of where I can put the link for you guys in the meantime, where it makes sense. It was just on Amazon. This one and the other one that I got. Okay. So it looks like here. So let's see. We need the washers and the longer screws. This is how we're screwing it all together. Are you excited for Tilly? Is there in the room? Me too. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. Because I didn't film it because there really wasn't anything exactly to film, but I picked up all the paint today because we're going to be painting this week, and I'm so excited. And I talked to this really fun person who was like really excited about the whole room idea, and I got all the paint, and I got cabinet paint, I got primer, did the whole thing. And when I came back to pick up the paint, he was like, I really like the idea of the cat cubby. He's like, I really appreciate that. I was like, yes, cat lover, we love it. We love to see it. I know, I'm so excited for the painting part. So I think the way that it's gonna make sense to divide the videos up, because I loved doing the long video, don't get me wrong, but an hour-long video was a lot to edit because I started out with 7 hours of footage. So I think we're gonna split the next parts in a couple sections. I think it's going to be all of the rest of the build. So the rest of the build, like building the top and finishing the doors and the drawers on the back work cabinet, and then also building the center island, like our actual craft table. So I think both of those builds are going to be in the same video. And then the next video will be painting everything and doing the resin tabletop and all of that. And then the week after that, we'll be actually installing everything, I think. You like my hair? Thank you. Right now my hair is wet and a mess. Hello from Chattanooga. Hello from Nashville. Hello, hello. You're currently binging Zodiac Academy. Oh my gosh, I've heard such interesting things about Zodiac Academy. I already know that Zodiac Academy is not for me. But I have some friends who absolutely loved Zodiac Academy. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up liking Crescent City. I'm just not super into it yet, if that makes any sense. No editing, just post like a week's worth of painting and installing cabinets. Can you imagine, Elizabeth? Literally, I was like cracking up whenever I was doing last week's video because I was like, this is such a long video, but like I didn't really want to cut anything out. So it was just like, you know, this whole update. It was so fun. Okay, wait. Sorry, I was trying to make sure this not gonna fall apart. I think we're good. Okay, next. Which one do we need next? Yeah, it is very long. It's 26 books, is that right? Okay, wait, which one's F and which one's E? The sticker fell off. You guys remember which one was F and which one was E? Okay, it looks like, okay, this one's still on. This one's F. Okay, so F goes in the back, E goes in the front. Okay, so let's do E first. Okay, it looks like they go outwards like that. I was not planning on coming up here to put together these chairs. I was like, oh, I'll go crochet from the future craft room. And then I saw these boxes sitting here staring me in the face saying, you should put me together. Because next week your craft room is going to be here and you're going to wish you had chairs. And I was like, I know I'm not going to want to sit here. Well, actually, there wouldn't even be room in the floor to sit here and put together these chairs. So I'm actually really glad that I'm doing it right now. Yeah, I think there's 26 Zodiac Academy books. Oh, thank you, Laura. That makes my heart so happy. I love doing projects with my parents. You guys get to see my mama in this week's video, actually. She and I did the sunflower room together again this year. It was so much fun. Okay, let's just go ahead and start both of these. That's a really loud airplane. Do you guys hear that? Chair looks like a teddy bear, like actually though. Yeah, the color is such a pretty color. It's like a golden brown yellow color, and it has the texture of a teddy bear, like you said. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of confused by like how much this can slide back and forth. I'm thinking I should put on the back side too before tightening them up to align everything, and then put the bottom on and then tighten it. Yeah, because it's gonna need to be able to wiggle, I think. Okay. Sorry, I'm not, I love that like, I love that like I just built cabinets and putting together this like IKEA style chair. I'm like struggling with more than building the cabinets. Was there a point in your life that you didn't crochet that much? If so, what age? Yeah, for sure. I crocheted a ton as like a wee child, like when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And then I didn't crochet very much in high school. I really don't know if I crocheted at all in high school. I was doing music full time at that point in my life and just like playing shows every night on top of doing high school and sports. And I don't know, I just didn't crochet very much. I mean, I probably crocheted like a couple projects, but it wasn't something that was like actively a part of my life. And it wasn't until I was in college and really starting to want to like buy Christmas presents for people that I was like, oh goodness, this is really expensive. And I was like, wait, I know how to crochet. And so I picked back up crocheting to start making holiday presents for people and then birthday presents and things like that. So I really got back into crocheting in college, and then it was just kind of like an on and off thing throughout my 20s. And then the pandemic hit when I was 27, I believe, at the beginning of the pandemic. 26, 27, 27? How many years ago was this? And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I missed crocheting, and I really got back into crocheting during the pandemic. What about you guys? If you guys are regular set for crocheting, have there been periods of your life where you didn't crochet very much? Okay, this is weird. I wish they just had like one set way to be screwed in, but they have this like leeway. So I can't get them too tight until I put in the bottom rails, and then I'll tighten them. You're going into lurker mode. Nice. Working on your map. Wait, are you making a map? That's cool. Okay. So how do I do this now? Now I need it to be like this. I think these shears are like roughly the same height, and I hope that they are. I hope. Okay. Next. Okay, that's the back. I'm looking at this backwards. I should flip it upside down. Wait, what's on a farmland? Valley Fair. Wait, I don't know what's happening. I missed something important. Your sister saw Penn and Teller at the first Brand Fair in Michigan, or Minnesota? Minnesota? No, MI is Michigan, right? So MN, Minnesota. That's awesome. I'm going to the Michigan Run Fair at some point this fall, but I don't know when yet. Probably one of the last couple weeks in September. And then I'm going to try to go to the Ohio Fair in October because I say every year that I'm going. And then every year something comes up. Okay. Now my chair matches the diagram. That's going to be so much easier to put the rockers on, right? Minnesota. Minnesota, I believe, is one of the only states I haven't been to. I believe. Okay, do I have enough screws left? 4? That looks right. Okay. Now that I matched the diagram, this is D. Okay, and this is the front. This looks wrong. Here, this way? Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm just about to put it on like this. I was like, that's not gonna be a rocking chair. Okay, I like that it has the arrow that says front. Okay, the chair's actually been pretty easy to put together. Could you do a moss stitch tutorial? So I haven't actually ever done the moss stitch. I need to learn how to do it, but yes, eventually. I'm planning on, once I have this craft room done, doing a lot more tutorials. Like I've said before, like filming tutorials, like filming from above was really difficult with my previous setup. So I'm absolutely planning on doing more tutorials. I've crocheted things to look like moss, but I haven't actually done the moss stitch before, believe it or not. So I need to look into the moss stitch and check it out. You have to see if you can go to the Ren Fair this year. I hope you can. Love Ren Fairs. You've done the moss stitch on a hat. Does it actually look like moss? I haven't really looked into the moss stitch to really know much about it. Okay, I'm putting like everything in. Oh, look what I just did. I just put that in upside down. Do you see that? Okay, this makes more sense for a rocking chair. Okay, this is the front. Okay, my gosh, I almost put this in upside down and backwards and sideways. Every single direction that this could have been on wrong, I almost did wrong. I'm putting them on very loosely, then I'll make sure everything aligns, and then we'll tighten everything up. Okay. It doesn't look like moss. You're not sure how I got the name? Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the chair. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, how do I make sure it's all like lined up? Should they be right in the middle? I'm trying to show you guys what I'm looking at to see what your opinion is. Okay, so oops, check this out. So see how this can slide to one side or the other, and this can go up or down. I'm gonna probably just put those all the way where they're all the way at the top. Should these be just all the way to one side or the other when I tighten them in? Or should they be like right in the middle? Maybe I'll do one side or the other. I don't know. That feels like it's gonna be like off kilter. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna make brownies? That sounds amazing. That sounds so good. I just made a turkey wrap right before going on live. It was delicious. I don't know if I'm gonna ask Google or if I'm just gonna tighten the screws and sit in the rocking chair and see if it works. They should go in the middle. Yeah. You crochet daily. You encourage work people to partake. That's awesome. You're a fast builder. Thanks. I have to say this is a lot easier than the cabinets. Okay, I think I should tighten these parts first. I will say, even though this was faster, the cabinets were more fun. I've like really learned how to do woodworking, you guys. It's crazy. I really thought that Dad and I were gonna like, you know, I thought he was gonna do most of the work, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But he has made sure to teach me how to use every single tool, and I have really, really learned how to use all of the tools and do all of the things. And there've been a lot of things that I don't know I've helped like actually like strategize with too, and like figure out best ways to like build things and measure and do things, and it's been so much fun. When do you think the craft room will be done? So I have a friend who is going to be staying with us on.
Hi.
Hi.
I you're on live.
I was like, the doorbell rang. I'm going to just ignore it like I always do.
As soon as my finger pressed it, I was like, oh no.
So Josh and I, if we're like one of us is home and one of us gets home, we just ring the doorbell to like say, let me in, because that's always honestly easier than finding your keys. But okay, sorry, your question was, when will the craft room be done? So I have a friend who's going to stay with me over, is it Labor Day that's coming up or is it Memorial Day? It's Labor Day, right? Labor Day, to help me like organize. So that's soon. That's very, very, very soon. So the goal is going to my parents' house. Thank you. Thank you I requested a Diet Coke delivery, so Josh got me Diet Coke. Thank you. So I'm going to my parents' house tomorrow, and that means that from tomorrow to when my friend gets here, we have 9 days, 10 days, something like that. What is tomorrow's date? Tomorrow will be the 19th, and she gets here the 29th, so I'll have 10 days to build everything, get it transported to my house, and install it. Can we do it? Can we do it? That's the question. That's the question. So I'm hoping. Oh my gosh, wait, you only remember because you were in labor on Labor Day. Tiffany, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Okay, I think we are gonna do it right in the center, like you guys said. Anyways, so the goal is to have it basically done by Labor Day. We'll see. The long form, once again, will always be like a week-ish delayed. Next week's will be pretty much like right like live with the time. But let's see, let me pull up a calendar so I can tell you guys what to expect. So today is the 18th. Today we're doing the sunflower room video. Next week, the 25th, we'll be finishing all the builds. So building the center table, finishing building the back workbench. September 1st, we'll be painting everything, even though it will actually have just been installed. And then September 8th will be the installation video. And then September 15th will be the organizing video. So we got a lot of craft room builds coming up. A lot of craft room builds. Wait, what did I teach you how to do? Rocking chair doesn't what? I don't know what's happening, you guys. I feel like I'm reading a lot of messages and I'm not understanding because I think I'm only getting part of the story. I'm really glad that I'm putting the chairs together now that I'm really thinking about everything. The fact that there's going to be a 3.5 by 5 foot table in the middle of this room, and then the back wall is going to be taken up too. I would have had to take these chairs downstairs to put them together and then bring them upstairs, and that would be really annoying. So, okay, moment of truth. Let's see if the rocking chair falls apart. Hold on. Oof, I'm gonna get up. 1 second. Oh, the magic circle! I love the magic circle. I just posted actually a magic circle tutorial on Snapchat today because I wanted to post my, people are starting to do like Halloween crochet, and I wanted to post my spiderweb tutorial, and I was like, oh, I should put the magic circle on here too. So yay. Yeah, now I have the space to build it, so it's a good time to do it. So excited for the craft room. Me too. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that basically in like 11 days, it should all be installed. That's crazy to think about. Hi, Ashley. Okay, let's see if this chair holds together. Hold on, I have to do a dramatic Diet Coke drink. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if I successfully put together this chair. Can you ask me something? You guys can always ask me stuff. I don't promise that I will answer everything that you ask, but you can ask. All right, here's chair number 1. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. Guys, I like it. I'm so nervous to sit in it. Like, what if it all falls apart? I think it's all tight. Wait, it's so cozy. This is so cute and cozy. Look at the rocking chair. I like it so much. It does look like a teddy bear. That's what people keep saying. I love it. Yeah, once the craft room is built, I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorials. Not like every week or anything, but I'll do a lot more shorts tutorials, or mini tutorials as we call it. And I'll probably do like 1 tutorial every month or 2, like in long form. Something we talked about so much is how difficult it is to film your hands. And so that's part of the reason literally that I'm building the craft room, is to have an easier way to film my hands. And so in the craft room on the ceiling, we're gonna have one of those arms, the same way my dad built for his workshop. We're building one for in here. So the arm will actually be able to film straight down. So I'll be sitting right here with my craft table in front of me, and I can film directly at me or from the side or like any which way. It'll be so much easier to do tutorials, because right now, up until this point, everything I have filmed has basically been on my couch in the living room and has just been done like on this little fold out table. So your dad's amazing. I could not agree more. Could not agree more. I got this chair just like on Amazon. I don't know what it's called. You just finished the Dr. Pepper stuffed animal. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, you stuffed it with plastic bags? I haven't heard of doing that. That's cool. Very cool. All right, should we actually crochet something now? Melly built a chair. I don't feel like doing the second chair right now. I'll do the second chair after I get off of live. I think I might, I think it might be time to crochet a little bit. Okay, I think I'm actually going to sit on the floor, even though I just built a chair. You guys are on my tabletop tripod, and I can only have you guys go as tall as you are right now. So I think I'm gonna sit on the floor in front of the chair, even though we just built the chair. But this way I can like see you guys up close. Oh, it's so cute. I really like the chair. And I think the color was a good choice. I was genuinely so nervous about this color, but I think it's gonna be really pretty with the velvet green. So they did have a green chair of this, which I normally would always get green, obviously. But the green kind of clashed with like the green velvet chair and with the green of like the paint. So yeah, it does kind of match the wall. That was something I was worried about. I think this is very complimentary. I was worried it was going to clash, you know, as we aren't repainting the walls. Everyone was asking, but this loft area looks out into my living room and the walls are all connected. So if I repainted this area, I would either have like a stripe where it just cut off awkwardly, or I would have to repaint everything, and I don't want to repaint everything. I know eventually when we move, which won't be for, I'm sure, at least a few more years, we're gonna have to repaint everything anyway, so I don't want to have to repaint everything again, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it really is a teddy bear rocking chair. Wait, that's a cute name too. Teddy bear rocking chair. All right, I am making, wait, where's my crochet hook go? There it is. I also opened up the box with my crochet hook, so now my crochet hook is sticky from like cutting the tape with it. I'm like, this was a terrible decision. You love seeing my dad and I work on the project together. Aw, that makes me so happy. I love it too. I'm making a second shawl, like the one that I wear a lot. Mesh shawl. So it's gonna be cute. We do still have Tilly's living room, absolutely. Yeah, it's around the corner up here. Just around the corner, and she still uses it genuinely all the time. It's very funny. Okay. I can't remember where I'm at. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it looks like I'm actually back at the start. That's crazy. Look at me actually getting back around to the start of a project before taking a break. That's shocking. I'm glad though, because like I increase 2 or 3 times every row, and so I'm glad I actually finished off the row. Don't let the forest in. Ooh, that's gory. Oof, I don't think I can really do gory. 3, 4, 5. Gory is definitely difficult for me. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on what kind of gore. How do you increase and decrease? To increase, you do 2 stitches into the same hole, and then to decrease, you go like into one hole, grab it, but don't finish it off. In the second hole, grab it, don't finish it off. And then when you have all of them on your hook, that's when you go ahead and finish it off. Does that kind of make sense? You're crocheting a ghost with glow yarn, gearing for Halloween. I love that. I bought some fall decor today and I was like, oh, this makes me so happy. And I actually, y'all, I've been such a disorganized mess this last year. I actually didn't even put my my Halloween decor back in the garage. It all actually just stayed here in the craft room last year. So a lot of my Halloween decor is currently in my office. And so I need to go through it and start decorating. I have read books since the bookworm updates. The last one I added to the bookworm was the Poppy War. After the Poppy War, I read Powerless, Reckless. What's the third one in the Powerless series? Powerless, Reckless, Fearless. Powerless, Reckless, Fearless, Powerful, which is the novella. So those 4 from that series. And then I read Sunrise on the Reaping. So 5. I just finished Sunrise on the Reaping and I just started Crescent City. So I'm on my 6th book since the bookworm update, and I have not added any of them to it. I need to order more green because those 5 books are all fantasy, so they're all green. Oh no, Sunrise on the Reaping will be red because that's dystopian. That's dystopian. Tilly's gonna have a squirrel hideout. I know these trees over here have so many squirrels. She's gonna be just absolutely loving it. I still love that our paint guy today was excited about the cat room. It made me so happy. When do you sleep? Y'all would actually be so proud. I'm actually on like a really, really good sleep schedule right now. So if you're a regular and if you have been around for a while, especially in our community, you'll know that I have had the worst sleep schedule that you could possibly imagine for most of my adult life. I mean, genuinely going to bed at sunrise, getting up whenever I wake up in the middle of the day. Like, it's a blessing and a curse working for yourself, where sometimes, you know, I'll be starting on a project and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm on a roll. I need to keep going. I need to keep going. And then I would be like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. before I actually go to sleep. So anyways, all that being said, I'm finally on a very good schedule. I thought I just did an increase, but now I can't find it. There it is. There's my increase. Okay. And so I'm actually sleeping really, really well from like midnight to 8 pretty much every day. You're gonna pass your reading goal this year. Your goal is 10 books and you're reading your 10th. Congratulations! That's awesome. What would you consider crochet weather? Ooh, 55 degrees and rainy. That's my favorite crochet weather. Unless it's outside, if I'm able to sit outside and crochet, 60 degrees, light clouds in the sky. That's my favorite. Today I'm making like a little shawl. I made one of these a few months ago for the Renaissance Fair and I wear it all the time. You feel better about your sleep schedule? Y'all, my sleep schedule has been atrocious. I remember in college one time I slept through an 11 a.m. class. That's how bad my sleep schedule is. And like, I've never been somebody who like really goes out or anything. Like, so it wasn't like I was out all night. Like, but I would just be, I don't know, riding on the guitar, writing a song until like 3, 4, 5 a.m. Like, I've always been a night owl for sure, but I have been honestly really, really enjoying getting on a healthier, I don't know if healthier is the right word, healthier for me sleep schedule. I started noticing, like last year, I had like a month or 2 period where I got like on a good sleep schedule, and I just noticed I just didn't have as much like brain fog. I felt like clearer, I felt more motivated. And so I was like, okay, this is actually a better schedule for me. So I still don't go to bed till like midnight or 1, and I get up between like 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. So I feel like I still get the evening and the night, but then I still get the morning. So I don't think I'll ever be somebody who gets up at like 5 or 6. Oh my gosh, Tammy, it's almost midnight. How are you? Thanks for joining us. What is something you can crochet for your friend's birthday in a week? What does your friend like? What does your friend like? I'm trying to think of like birthday specific things. Do you want it to be birthday specific, or do you want it to be like themed for them? I actually have a video that's 100, it's 101 crochet gift ideas. If you want to check that out, that hopefully is good for finding a gift idea for everybody. You have to go. Goodbye, Chaos Crafter. Good to see you. You should make more things for Tilly on videos. I agree with that completely. And I know Tilly would like that too. I can't believe she doesn't come and hang out with us at all. Tilly! Tilly baby! You wanna come say hi? She's staring at me. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. She's like, Mom, I'm taking a bath. She's on her cat tree downstairs and she is just cleaning herself. When does the video start? 15 minutes. So we go live for an hour, and then after the hour, we watch the video together. You're the best YouTuber. That's so sweet. Do you know what weekend or weekends will be at the Michigan Ren Fair? I don't know yet. I'm so sorry. It'll probably be one of the last 2 weekends, but I don't know which one yet. Exactly. Psst, 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 psst. Ooh, that got her attention. Psst, 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 psst. Tilly. Hello. Let me see if I can show you guys Tilly. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys from here. Hold on, let's see. Tilly. Psst, 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 psst. Hello. Hello. What you doing? Psst, psst, psst. What's up, girl? What's up, girly? Hello. Okay, we'll let you be. Love you, bye. Today's video is short for me. It's about 17 or 18 minutes, something like that. 17 or 18 minutes, somewhere in there. Make a throw. I haven't made any sort of like really big projects in a while. I think I'm gonna save my big projects for clothes personally, because that's what I enjoy making. When's the last time I made a blanket? Mother's Day 22? It's been like 3 years, I think, since I made a blanket. I would consider making the star blanket, I'll say that. I think those are cool. Tilly is definitely living her best life. Any ideas what you can make for your cheer team? It'd be cute if you could make like pom-pom keychains, like our pom-pom like purse charms. It wouldn't really be crocheted, but you could like make little yarn pom-poms almost. How could you do that? Yeah, I feel like pom-pom purse charms would be so cute. How long is the video? Today's video is only 17 minutes, which for me is very short. Very short. Am I gonna do more cyanotype printing? I've done more just like in my personal life. I haven't filmed it. I need to film it in the future. I've had a lot of fun with cyanotype printing. Who was my favorite crochet content creator? She doesn't do it as much anymore, but Jenna Phipps. I started watching Jenna doing like sewing and knitting and crochet videos, and I know now she's doing like the whole home renovation thing, which I'm a few weeks, maybe a month behind on. I need to go catch up and see what she's up to, but I've always loved watching Jenna Phipps videos. What should you crochet for school? Or your teachers? Wait, that's so sweet. I don't know. I'm trying to think. My mom was a school teacher for 37 years. I'm like, what would she have liked in the classroom, you know? I need to ask my mom and a couple of my teacher friends what are things that they would like to have crocheted for them. And then maybe I can put together a video of like things to crochet for your teachers. You love Jenna crafting, but also fully invested in her reno. I know, same. Same. The renovation is crazy. It's so cool. Oh, an apple cup koozie. Wait, that's so cute. I love that idea. You finished the last square already? Oh my gosh, you're so fast. Or maybe you'd already started working on it. That makes sense too. Mug sleeves for your teachers, pencil holders, all great ideas. All great ideas. I feel like too, if they have like a theme for their room, like my mom a lot of times did like ocean themes, because my mom and dad used to scuba dive a lot. And so she had like her, you know, room themed like ocean for a long time. So I feel like if your teachers have some sort of like a theme to their room also, you could like play off of the theme when you crochet something for them. I really haven't been knitting much recently. I honestly haven't even been crocheting much recently. I made the set of 2 washcloths for my friend's birthday that I didn't get done in time, but that's okay. And then this little half of this shawl, but that's all I've really made lately. I've been woodworking so much. I'm so excited about this craft room, y'all. So excited. So something that I really want to build into the center work table, like craft table. I really want to build a ledge for my feet because like I've said, I always have to be sitting like cross leg or my leg tucked up some way. And so for the rocking chair, it's so cute, but I know just sitting with my feet flat on the floor drives me crazy. But I think I will love the rocking chair if underneath of the craft table, there's like something to put my feet on. Do you know what I mean? This is Lion Brand like butter. Yes, it is. How did you recognize that? That is so impressive. So impressive. Yeah, a friend was asking me about this yarn the other day because my other shawl that's exactly like this one is made out of this yarn. And she was like, is that cotton? She's like, it doesn't look acrylic. I honestly like could not remember what it was, but I found this other roll of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. This is actually 100% polyester. I'm like, I don't know if I've ever worked with a polyester specific yarn before. So what am I making? It'll be like a little shawl thing. So it'll just kind of like hang off of the shoulders. It's, I have a brown one that I wear all the time. I actually wore the brown one in the sunflower run video that you guys are about to see in 9 minutes. Are you gonna do a video with Lydia where she makes up and you make it come to life? I have to take a picture of that and send it to her. Absolutely. That is something that we really, really, really want to do. Hopefully this fall. Do I like granny square sweaters? I haven't actually ever made a granny square sweater. I love them aesthetically though. Love them aesthetically. You try to only use natural fibers. Totally fair. Do you have any that you prefer? I don't particularly like the feel of cotton on my hands. I love finished cotton projects, but I don't always like working with cotton. I really like merino wool. It feels really, really good. I like this a lot. This feels really good. I guess this is polyester. I don't know, it just really depends on the video, or the video. I read the word video, sorry. Depends on the project and the yarn itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You love the camera arm that your dad made. Me too! I'm so excited. I think that we're gonna leave the one that he made at his workshop, and I think we're gonna make a second one for my workshop. I'm really excited. He found a wood that he likes better, that he thinks will be like smoother for it, so. You lost the ball of yarn you want to use? I'm sorry, I hate that. Need to make a space for blocking and washing your projects. I know. Honestly, it would kind of be nice to have like my blocking wall, because I do have a blocking just like board. It's in my closet right now, but it'd be nice to have it set up just in my laundry room where I can like wash something and then put it straight on the blocking board, you know? Do you want kids? I don't know yet. Let's see. 7 minutes. It's crazy. This live has gone by so fast. But we did put together a chair. Josh, did you see our chair?
I haven't yet.
Look how cute it is.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
That'll be on the side with like where the books are and stuff. And
That's
then
great.
the other chair, because I started thinking about it and I was like, if we're bringing the work table and stuff here, I'm not gonna have room on the floor to put together the chair. So yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. If you had kids, would you teach them to crochet? Of course, if they wanted to learn. If they wanted to learn. Like our niece has like asked and then tried it and it didn't quite, you know, it didn't quite vibe. So maybe we'll try again when she's a little bit older. Are you still making clothes and not buying them? I am. I haven't bought any new clothes this year outside of my exceptions, which my exceptions are thrifting, small businesses, workout clothes. Also an exception for like things like undergarments, swimsuits, things like that are like harder to thrift and make. So I bought one pair of workout pants, one workout like tank top, one workout like full bodysuit thing, and one and two bathing suit like cover up tops. Those are the only things I have bought. And then, which those were all things that I needed and that I knew, you know, would be really, really hard to thrift. And then what else did I buy thrifted? I bought a lot of things thrifted. as some of you guys know, I had some funerals earlier in the year, and I did buy all my funeral clothes thrifted. And then I also, oh, last week, just a few days ago, I actually got this really, really, really cute jean vest at this like vintage store, and it's so cute. So cute. What sports do you like? Ping pong, really? It's my main favorite sport. Burnett Bundle Up. Ooh, I like the name of that. It's exactly like the yarn that I'm using. Oh, that's so cool. What's the hardest crochet stitch to learn? I don't know. I'd have to say that for me, doing like kind of like a lace crochet is a little bit difficult sometimes. But for me, it's about the counting of it all. Kelsey's on live too. Cool. I don't know Kelsey like in real life. I don't know if she knows that I exist or anything, but I've watched a lot of her videos. I like her packing videos. You love crocheting? Me too. Wait, what is filet crochet? That's fun to say. Filet crochet. I have no idea what filet crochet is, but I'm intrigued now. Intrigued. Okay, I've done one increase. I need to do more this time. Then I think I'm gonna do 3 increases this time. I feel like single crochet is the hardest. That's what everyone starts with. That's a very, very valid point. Wait, what is like working with negative spaces? Is that what filet crochet is like? Oh, there we go. I would crush it. Okay, we're gonna get my genuine first reaction to whatever filet crochet is. Let's see. What is filet crochet? Oh my gosh, I have seen this before. I saw somebody make a sweater that had a cat. It was so cool. But it's counting. Guys, you know I don't like counting. Counting in general is fine, but counting when I'm trying to crochet is... Okay, maybe I will have to do a filet crochet. I would love to do a filet crochet Christmas sweater that has like a cat cut out on the front of it. Wouldn't that be so cute? How's my songwriting going? Good. No new songs in the last like maybe month because I've been traveling so much, but good. It's good. I like all cats. Oh my gosh, thank you, May. 3-minute warning, 2-minute warning. Okay, friends, if you are new here, basically what happens is every Monday we hang out, we crochet for an hour, we chat, we just chill. And then at the end of the hour, we watch the new video together. So today's video is planting a sunflower room. I have been working on this for the last 3 months, and I'm so excited. The sunflower room turned out better than ever. I say better than ever because we did this last year. This is our 2nd year doing it. Both years we planted 2 sunflower rooms. Both years, 1 out of 2 of the sunflower rooms completely failed. So it's once again a journey, and once again my mom joins me for a tea party in the sunflower room. We have a charcuterie board, we have bubbles. There are bubbles, y'all. There are bubbles, and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. So whenever I end this video in just a minute, it's gonna pop up with a thumbnail. There'll be a little button that says play now. If you want to come watch the video with us, it's about 17 minutes, 18 minutes long this week. Come watch the video with us and hang out. It'll be a lot of fun. And yes, I will absolutely be doing more thrift flip videos. It's one of the things I'm most excited about with having the craft room all set up, especially with learning how to use the sewing machine. I'm so excited. I have my grandma's old sewing machine from the 50s. Hold on, let me show it to you. And then I got it into live before the video starts. So expect a lot of sewing and thrift flip and crochet videos coming in the next couple months once we get the room set up. All right, friends, I'll see you on the video. Bye.